One thing before this video even starts, TOEFL is superior to IELTS. I'm sorry, but it had to be said. Hello, my name is Smirnov, and today I'll give you some tips on how to get more than 115 on TOEFL. I myself got 116 on the exam, so I think I have a few things to say. First things first, before you even start studying, I want you to go and look up the cost of the test. And actually, I'll do it for you. TOEFL costs about $200, so it would be crucial for you to only take this once. Hopefully those $200 will motivate you to study harder and to get the score that you want on your first try. Also, for those of you who are also planning on taking the SAT, I would recommend taking the SAT first and preparing for that exam first because it is much harder, so you're basically guaranteed to get a good score on TOEFL after that. This is actually what I did, so after studying for the SAT for like 6 months, I went ahead, did a couple of practice tests for TOEFL, and got a really good score. Also, know the structure. The structure of TOEFL is really weird, so I highly recommend you Googling it and reading it. But for those lazy people who don't want to do that, here's a quick summary. Got it? Great. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk about the sections. Okay, so let's start with the first section, which is the reading section. Try different strategies like taking notes, reading the whole passage and answering the questions, reading the questions and then reading the whole passage, or just skimming the passage for clue words. For me, the best one was actually reading the whole thing without taking any notes because I'm a slow reader, and then answering the questions. But something completely different might work for you, and that's okay. Just practice. Also, on some of the passages, the last question will ask you to summarize what you just read. So the key word there is summarize. Don't add any information that wasn't in the text, and don't add any unnecessary information that wasn't in the text. Just important stuff. Now the listening section. It's my favorite one. This section is so chill and I love it. You get to sit in your chair and listen to a professor talk about plants or something like that, and that's it. And although it might seem a bit relaxing at first, you still have to pay attention and take notes. I'd say write down major definitions, exceptions from some rules, and categories or groups that the professor or the speaker, whoever, names. You don't need to write down every single detail. They're probably not going to ask you that. And even if they do, for some questions they have the listen again button. I don't know what it's called, but like you can listen again, not to the whole passage, but just to the section. So I think you just have to take notes of the major stuff. And also, read the question. I know this sounds very dumb, but I know a lot of people who just don't read the questions. You can't answer a question correctly if you don't know what it's asking you. So read the question carefully and then answer it. And now on to the speaking. I know for some people this section might seem like a lot of fun because you get to practice your English skills, but for me it was very stressful. And the stressful factor is, of course, the time limit. So the computer will cut you off as soon as you run out of your time. So it's important that you understand how much time you have and how much time you have left. I'd say you should stop speaking 3 to 5 seconds before the time limit. That's what I did. And also, if you ever run out of things to say, just make something up. They won't know that it's not true. So for example, if they're asking, oh, who's your favorite artist? You can answer who your favorite artist is, and then you're just like sitting there for like 20 seconds, not saying anything. And that's bad. So in that situation, make something up. For example, you can say, oh, I love this artist. In fact, I went to their concert the other day. It was amazing. There were so many people and the music was great. I love them even more. See, that was 10 more seconds of speaking. So if you're ever stuck on the speaking section, just BS your way through it. And from personal experience, don't stress about the time limit too much. Like, keep it in the back of your mind, but don't worry if you run out of time. Actually, on my last question of the speaking section, I did not finish, so I was mid-sentence when the computer cut me off, and I still got the perfect score. So it really isn't as strict as you think it is, but still keep it in the back of your mind. And finally, the writing section. So first, you should memorize some cliches on how to start your essay and how to end your essay. Second is you have to memorize some linking words. For example, furthermore, moreover, additionally, stuff like that. And third, and most importantly, download an app on your computer that teaches you how to type faster. I myself was a slow typer, so after downloading this app and practicing for a few days, I could see some major improvements. Also, one more thing in the writing section, when they ask you to agree or to disagree with someone's opinion, always choose the side that's easier to support. Because, spoiler alert, no one cares about your opinion. You're just there to show off your English skills, not your views. Yeah, I think this is pretty much everything I wanted to say about the test. So yeah, if you're also planning on taking the SAT, definitely take that first. But if you're not, it's totally okay, just practice. In fact, I know a lot of people who've improved their score by 20 or even 30 points in a few months, so it's definitely possible. Anyway, good luck on your exam, I know you'll do great, and thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned because I will be posting more, and that's all for now. Bye!